Am I the a-hole for wanting to divorce my husband because his mother called me the N-word? I, 28 female, am at a complete loss and need some unbiased opinions. My husband, 30 male, and I have been married for 4 years and together for 7. We've had a pretty solid relationship until now, but something happened recently that has made me question everything. For some context, I'm black and my husband is white. We've faced challenges because of our racial differences, but we've always managed to work through them together. However, his mother, 55 female, has always been a bit of a problem. From the beginning, she never seemed to fully accept me, but I tried to brush it off, thinking she would come around eventually. Sadly, that hasn't happened. A few weeks ago, we went over to his parents' house for a family dinner. Things started off fine, but as the night went on, and more wine was consumed, his mother's comments became increasingly hostile. It started with subtle jabs about my cooking and then shifted to more overt criticisms of my background and upbringing. I tried to stay calm and not let her get to me, but then she dropped the bombshell. In the middle of a conversation, she called me the N-word. The room went dead silent. I was absolutely shocked and hurt beyond words. My husband looked horrified, but instead of standing up for me, he just sat there in stunned silence. His father mumbled something about how his wife didn't mean it, but by then, I was already grabbing my things to leave. On the drive home, I expected my husband to be apologetic, but he was oddly quiet. When I finally broke the silence and asked why he didn't defend me, he said he was just in shock and didn't know what to say. He promised to talk to his mother about it, but it's been weeks, and as far as I know, he hasn't confronted her. I've tried to bring it up a few times, but he always brushes it off, saying things like, she's old and set in her ways, or she didn't mean it like that. He even suggested I should try to forgive her for the sake of family harmony. This has made me feel even more isolated. I don't know if I can stay in a marriage where my husband doesn't have my back, especially when it comes to something as serious as racism. I've been considering divorce, but I'm torn because I do love him, and when it's just the two of us, things are great. But this incident has made me realize that love might not be enough if he's not willing to stand up for me. I talked to some friends about this, and their opinions are split. Some think I'm overreacting and should try to work things out, especially since we've built a life together. Others believe that his lack of action is a huge red flag, and that I deserve someone who will defend me no matter what.